need to make sure that I have everything. Oh, my drill. Oh, okay. Is the lighting okay? Looks pretty good. Hey everybody, can you see me through the foliage? Hi, I hope that everyone's doing good. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Logan, and if you're new to the channel, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Within the past few weeks, I've had about like 30 something new subscribers. I'm assuming because of the podcast potted together when they gave me the shout out. So thank you for joining me on the channel. Just to preface a little bit, yeah, my name is Logan. I'm a graphic designer turned plant dad of 70 something plants. I just love plants a lot, and I wanted to just share my knowledge and talk about plants and why I love them, and just, you know, chill together and repot stuff. So today this is just going to be a repot with me video. I have a couple Syngonium here, which we gotta talk about this guy. I have my Florida Ghost, and I have some Monstera Peru that I need to pot up together. So yeah, we're gonna do that today. It's a necessary thing that I feel like I need to just get out of the way, because I have a lot of, every time like I look at my plants, I'm like, you need to be repotted. I forgot. I'm so sorry. But yeah, thank you for joining me for this video and for every video, and subscribe if you would like, and comment down below anything you want to comment down below. Today the setup's a little bit different. I have some pink lights behind me. It's very, very cloudy outside, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing and post with this video. Usually I don't do too much with the color, but it's a little dark in here today, so we're gonna do our best. I'm dehydrated. And while I'm repotting things, we're going to talk about my little Thrips outbreak from the previous video from a week ago. But before we do that, I want to talk about my Syngonium pink splash. My Syngonium pink splash I bought from a local nursery. And I woke up one morning on like a Saturday with my boyfriend, and I was like, Kevin! Like fucking Home Alone. I was like, Kevin! I immediately, when I woke up, opened Instagram, saw that they had this in stock, called them, put it on hold, then asked the price, and then we had to go in there and pick it up later that day. It was $90. I don't regret it at all. I wanted this plant really bad, and it's gorgeous. It was the most pink one too that they put on hold for me, so I'm really happy about that. This new leaf is very pink and really beautiful. So really excited about this plant. We're gonna pot this one up today because I've had it here for a couple weeks, and it has so many aerial roots that are just begging to go into a moss pole. So we're gonna put this guy in a moss pole. Yeah, let's just get started. So I'm gonna start with my Syngonium podophyllum elbow variegatum. Actually, this guy needs to be repotted because it's in this nursery pot and it has been for months, and I actually almost killed this plant because I was a little bit depressy and wasn't taking care of it. So I'm gonna pot it up right into this one that I had it sitting in. It's a little bit bigger and a little bit deeper, so the pole will be down a little bit, and I think it will be a little bit more stable, so I'm gonna do that. But first I have to drill a hole in the bottom. Where did I put my drill bits? Hello? So if you're gonna drill a hole in the bottom of a ceramic or terracotta pot, use a you can find them at any hardware store. Use a drill bit that's made for ceramic or glass. Mine are not, because I'm a horrible person. No, I would just recommend it. This takes a little bit longer and it sounds like hell when you do it because it's not the right drill bit. So I did buy one, but I had lost it, so I just use a regular one now, really big one. Just gonna drill a hole in the bottom of here really quick. Easy peasy, that took like 30 seconds. Most IKEA pots, even if they have a glaze on them, they're gonna be terracotta underneath, so you can put a hole in there pretty easily. The mix that I use, I say this in every video, but I use Happy Frog soil, probably about 50% of that, probably about 20% orchid bark. What am I at, 50, 70? 20% orchid bark, and then 20% perlite, and then I throw in a little bit of charcoal and It makes it for a very light, breathable, fluffy mix for your aeroid plants that need that kind of aeration. So I've talked about it in other videos, so I'm not going to go over it too much, but that's pretty much my mix. While I'm repotting, we can also talk about my thrips issue that I have been having, that I've been dealing with. I had posted on my Instagram saying, my PlantTalk with Logan Instagram, I posted saying, I have thrips. I've had them for a while on like a couple plants. Help me, what do? I can't seem to get rid of them. I was using neem oil, that was not doing anything, and then I was doing neem oil and the dish soap alcohol water mixture. It wasn't killing them at all, and I was spraying my plants multiple times a week. Actually, that Monstera behind me was the culprit. Yeah, it wasn't helping at all, so I needed to like go onto my Instagram and ask for help, because I was at the point where I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. My plants are dying. They're spreading like wildfire. I need help. And I'm one of those people where I don't really like to ask for help, so it wasn't easy for me to do it, but I'm glad I did it, because everyone was like, Captain Jack's dead bug spray concentrate and the bonide systemic crystals that you put in the soil. So in my last video, if you haven't seen that, I went around and sprayed down all my plants with the water dish soap alcohol solution. Then I went back in that same day and wiped down and sprayed all my plants with the Captain Jack's dead bug spray. And that Captain Jack's dead bug spray really helped a lot. Honestly, I've noticed after I did that, I noticed that my plants looked healthier, even though I was spraying them with like a pesticide. Legit, like that's what I was doing. Even though I was doing that, the plants looked better than they did before I sprayed them, because they were just not doing good, because I think a lot of my plants might have had more pests than I thought. You know, I always want to like assume the best when it comes to my plants, and I just want to be like, well, they won't get it, even though they're like in very close proximity, and you know, more plants were getting bugs than I had noticed or had wanted to. And a couple people had told me that Monstera seemed to be the culprit for thrips, which I had never heard or thought of before in my life. So I don't know where exactly they came from or what plant they came in on, but they fucked up a lot of my plants, and a lot of them that I had paid quite a bit for or were gifted, which sucked. But so I did the Captain Jack's dead bug spray. That helped so much. Just like immediately, like the next day, I was like, wow, my plants look so much better. So I did that, and then a few days later, I had to unfortunately order the bonide systemic crystals from Amazon, because I called a lot of the garden centers around me, and they were either out of stock or just don't carry it anymore. So I had to get them on Amazon. They came prime, and I sprinkled them in all my plants, and it's been about a week now, actually like a week to the day, and I have noticed nothing. I've been checking my plants every single day. None of them seem to have bugs anymore. They just kind of disappeared. I think I am gonna go in probably in a couple weeks and just make sure again and go in really close and wipe everything down again. But the first time I wiped everything down twice took me literally 6 hours. I remember my boyfriend even being like, that took you 6 hours? Why did it take you 6 hours? And I would say it would take me 6 hours because I was doing such a thorough job, but it actually probably took me 6 hours because I watched Home Alone 1 and 2 and like ordered a pizza in the middle of it and was just like sitting on the floor being like, why so many bugs? So while I talked about that, I potted up my Syngonium podophyllum elbow variegatum. It's coming back to life after I almost freaking killed it from being depressed and not paying attention to it. So I'm thinking a repot will do it well. It sits in my southern facing window, which don't come for me, but my windows are, I think they're tinted a little bit, and they go like 3/4 of the way to the floor. So I have really low tables. So this is kind of blocked. And like the only thing that really gets direct sunlight is this leaf, and clearly it loves it because it's just bending for the light. So yeah, it's doing a lot better. So got that one out of the way. Yay. What should we do next? Let's do the other Syngonium right away. So the Syngonium Pink Splash was $90, like I said, from a local greenhouse, which I'm not gonna lie, that does seem like a lot to me. Like, it is. It's a lot of money for a 4-inch plant. But, they're so freaking beautiful. Like, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my god, pink princess, blah. Like, I'm not gonna, like, freak out over a pink princess like a lot of people, but, and like, they're beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, they're not really my kind of plant. So, this pink Syngonium though, I'm a fangirl of, I'm not gonna lie. So ever since we took care of the bug situation, the plants are doing good. I still have them like quarantined a little bit. I did move some around back here for this video just so they looked nice, but other than that, I do kind of still have my plants separated out a little bit. I'm kind of scared to put them all back together, but like I said, I haven't seen anything, knock on wood. I'm just hoping that the thrips are gone for now, or at least very controlled, and are just gonna not bother me for a while. Especially with the holidays coming up, like I don't want to even deal with that. So I'm gonna tie it up just like that, I believe. Get those aerial roots making contact with the pole like right away. I think that would be really helpful. Cool. I gotta attach these to the pole in a very nice, manner where it's not too, okay, Logan, this is ridiculous. I gotta attach the twisty tie in a way where it's not gonna strangle the plant to death, is what I'm trying to say. I don't really necessarily like having moss poles in my house. Like they're not cute, like by any means whatsoever, but they really do work, and the leaves really do get a lot bigger. I think ever since I started following Craig, I don't remember his name on Instagram, but Craig, it might be Craig Million or something. He lives in Australia, and he has like all of his plants on poles, and they're just, the leaves are huge, and the way that the leaves change shape and grow as they grow up the pole is like absolutely magnificent. So I'm kind of taking after that because I want all my plants to do that well. So here we go. Syngonium podophyllum pink splash, looking cute. I'm gonna give this a water and spritz the pole down so it can attach itself right away, but it's looking good. Okay, so that was number 2. Next we'll do the philodendron Florida Ghost, which I'm gonna put in the similar pot to the one we just did. This already has a hole in it, drilled one in here a while ago. Ugh, my neck hurts today. So I think I've talked about my philodendron Florida Ghost before, about how the new leaf that came in wasn't the whitest. And it wasn't at all. It wasn't even that minty, really. But I'm holding my breath for the next leaf to come in. I'm hoping that one will be very minty because, or at least I want it to be white, if I'm being honest, because, you know, that's the plant, and I don't want to think that I got lied to at the greenhouse that I bought this from. The roots on this are pretty good. I was kind of worried they'd be kind of dinky. Yeah, so I have this in really bright light, like almost to the point where I'm concerned that it's too bright for it. But it seems very happy, and the petioles or the stems are nice and red. And I have it set to 45% humidity in here right now, but it's 55% humidity in here just naturally right now, so that's pretty good. I know that these like pretty high humidity, but that's as high as I'm willing to go because I already have some condensation on my windows and I don't like it. Plus I just don't like feeling humid all the time. But so what I'm saying is I think it's going to be pretty happy, and I'm hoping that the next leaf that comes in will be right here, will be whiter, a little bit brighter. Maybe it will be minty, and then the one after that will be white. But that's the goal. Otherwise it's doing really good, really happy. That was really quick repotting too. There we go. Okay, and then we have one more. We have 2 more. We're going to repot my Monstera Peru that I talked about in the last couple of videos. I bought 2 of them. They were $35 a piece, I believe. We're gonna put them in the same pot because they're gonna live together. I was gonna put one in my propagation box, but I don't feel like that. I don't feel like doing that. Oh, there's so many pots, but they're all kind of big. So maybe we should put them in this. Maybe. Oh yeah, those will look good in there. Okay, I hope I have enough soil. Running kind of low, so we'll see. I can always use the soil that these were previously in too. The roots are okay on these. No, it's nothing crazy. But they put these in like pretty big containers for how kind of small the root systems are. The soil that these are into looks kind of heavy, so I'm actually gonna amend right in the pot with some bark and some perlite just to loosen it up and get some more air in there because these are aeroids. There. Nice and chunky. See the difference? Oh, that's the soil that it was in, and this is my soil. A lot more air going through there. Wow, this second one. Yikes. This barely has any roots at all. I thought it would have a lot more. Anyway, they're nice and white though. It looks like they're growing. Okay. I was watching Betsy Begonia, and I just think it's so funny how, you know, she was in France, I believe, and she was talking about how, like, these are just like normal, they're like pothos over there, like you can just find them everywhere. They're like $10. Meanwhile, people over in the US are like clamoring for a freaking Monstera Peru, and it's perfect. I'll grab some from here. Okay. Look at that. These both have a lot of new growth on them. They're doing really good. I love them. So freaking excited to have one finally. Okay, so Monstera Peru. Done. And then the last one we have is my Monstera. God, why can't I think of the name of this right now? My brain. It's not a Siltopecana. Oh, Monstera standeliana, albo variegata. Wow, that took a long time. Look at the roots on here. I've had this in moss for months. I bought this as a little clipping for $40 from a local seller. Went and picked it up. It was 2 leaves. It's been a few months and now it has 5. And I'd had it in my propagation box for like a month or 2. Took it out of there because it was hitting the ceiling of the box, and it's just been chilling in this moss. I've just been keeping it moist, and it's clearly very happy. So this is time for it to go into soil for sure. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in this. I'm just gonna pot it up into this for now, and I'll get it its own little 4-inch pot, I think. That's what I'm gonna do. So I have some soil here. I'm gonna put some more bark and stuff. You know the drill. I'm gonna add a lot of perlite to this little mix I have down here because this plant is used to being in that moss, so it's used to being in a very, very light mixture. So like we're keeping it like this. And like slowly, I feel like I've really done this plant well from moving it from nothing to moss in a container, finally now into a container with a very specific type of mixture. Like I feel like I'm actually doing it the correct way with repotting, where sometimes I feel like with plants I'll rush it a little bit, and then I think they suffer because I just move it to like a regular mix too quick, you know. So I feel like this is really good for this guy. We've taken it slow, and we've gone on a little journey together of, you know, paying attention to it, which is most important, and then, you know, kind of nursing it to a point where it can be moved into soil. So I'm really proud of this. Really proud of this little guy. Look at him. The variegation's pretty good on this new leaf. It's still taking time to pop back up, but this leaf down here is the whitest. And I don't care if it stays variegated, you know. It's okay if it loses it. I'm not, you know, mad about it, but it'd be nice if it would keep it. let's see, is that all we had to do today? I think that's enough plants for today. Let's bring them all back up here. Money shot, right? All right, so that was our repot with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing a little bit of a follow-up with everything going on, and you know, just taking it easy and repotting some stuff. I just wanted to have a nice chill video. So thank you again for subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. I'm loving that I have the drive and the excitement to film just videos of me just, you know, just hanging out with my plants, and I love that people have loved watching. So one more update, because I know people are gonna ask. My Calathea orbifolia, I'm looking at it right now. It's doing really good. Been watering it with filtered water. It has nothing wrong with it. The leaves are perky as ever, so doing good. We're on the upswing with the plant business. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'm gonna put all these plants back and vacuum. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.